Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The final game of the night. We'll be back, of course, tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central European time for the European rounds to continue. But this is the final one of the night, and we're going to see, Richard, who is going to get through. We're back in Group 14 of the Intel Extreme Masters qualifiers for Oakland for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. And White and Fate are topping the points, but not by a clear margin.
No, not at all. We're just taking a look at some of the feed coming in here. I'm just trying to scope in on that. The website's not fully loading for me right now, which is a little bit disappointing. I'm looking at number 2, how things kind of settled up there. I actually think it's Nova who've taken the lead. They've knocked White and Fate down into second place. Yeah,
that would make sense, because obviously they just won. They were on 140. They just won. Plus they had, what, 12, 13 kills in that?
So, your top 5 here. I'll quickly run it through while we've got this time, and then we can have a look at where the plane comes in. Nova Esports, 410 points and 11 kills. Swisher, Locknab, Nerf Me Please, and J All Day. White Temp Fate down in second, 305 points with 8 kills. Hypok, 17. Bowaka and Ashik, third place. Rogue, Chronix, Tifu, Aladdin, and Soltec, 255 points and 9 kills. Sector Destroy, down in fourth with 7 kills. Painkiller, Fignaldo, Rika, and Thruce. And then finally in 5th place, Wandering Misfit, Sniper, Wanda, Donny, and Mobius, 210 points and 2 kills.
So that puts White Temp Fate first, Nova second, Rogue third. So actually what we expect, I think, from this. Now this is a tricky cut across. Look at the drop. That's not a nice drop, I've got to be honest. And that's going to force a lot of engagements in the northern part of the map. Let's see where they're all going to lay out. There is a single Saverni team. We do have White Temp Fate heading to North Georgia once again. Meanwhile, there is a mass clump heading towards Pachinki right now.
Yeah, we'll see if they go for the vehicles and potentially just move down towards the military base. It would be a nice rotation, kind of get off this island and leave everyone up north, because we have one team in Yasnaya, potentially 2 now as another one does approach. If you look above Yasnaya, 2 teams are also moving. One may long fly over to Lipovka. I think they're just checking it around to see where other players are. Mobius and his team is also falling down there, so it all depends where it kind of comes around. This is an interesting clump, because I don't know where they're actually going to be falling. They're trying to make a decision here. And that, I actually believe, is also going to be Rogue. So Rogue need to make a decision. They're out in no man land kind of leave. You want to have a look that way, and they've actually got a vehicle. All right, they've done the right thing. They've got a vehicle. They're going to collect their team. Now we will see where they go. Someone's in Yasnaya. Someone's flying over to Mansion. We've got some long shooters that could potentially going for Lipovka. Will these guys just drive down Milta Novo way and just kind of avoid everybody else? The circle comes in, and lo and behold, it's bang pretty much on top of them. Almost
same as last round.
Identical to the same round.
Yeah, that is. Oh well, I mean, it was a very entertaining finish, that last game. So I am all for more of the same. I've got to be honest. So, Georgia Poll all to White Temp Fate. They've got the entire place to themselves. Sticking
by the guns, Lee. Same place as before.
Stalbert actually being looted this time. Not a single team in Rozhok. And you often find this, right? It seems to be that, especially in tournament play, if the plane is flying over it, nobody goes to it. Because if you think of public game, like when you fly over it, it's always busy. So I think there's maybe that thing in the back of your mind. Talking about Rogue, by the way, they are heading towards Lipovka, it seems, but there is already a squad there. They've actually gone for the long drop in there. And they can't get a Mansion because there's already a team in Mansion.
This could be rough for Rogue. They could potentially be the first. If they're not careful here, Lee, they're all inside that vehicle. None of them have armor on. The vehicle's only got about 25% fuel as well. They have to play this ultra careful and pick where they're going to go very carefully. Potentially they could be going down to prison and just checking out. Prison's usually quite good because you can see if people have landed there or not just by looking. You got the big buildings at the back and you can kind of make a good decision whether or not someone's been there. Keep an eye on that. We'll be able to see in the kill feed what goes down anyways. We got one. Is that two? No, we actually got two teams down at Milter. Chronix is on his own. I've only just realised as well. So Chronix is already looting Milter. Now this could get interesting. One player's just been dropped off at Milter Mini Power, and Chronix is already in there. You've actually seen him as well. That's really unfortunate.
It's bad that his name is wrecked.
He actually just got dropped off to go and grab some loot. He had no armor, no weapons, and nothing. It's like, there you go, I'll drop you off at Mini Power. Not expecting anybody to be there. Chronix picks around with a 16 and ends his life.
And that's where his team was going. They're going to actually just collect themselves into the apartments, or whatever you want to call the buildings. Just north of that, they collected a second building. They're going to Milter Power. So, despite their drop, they just chose, you know what, let's go Milter Power. And look at that. There's an actual crate drop as well coming down there. So, Pachinki, Rupstar.
That's where the initial battle's going down. We've got a Tommy gun in play, level 2 helmet, level 2 chest. He can hear all the fight going down. He wants a piece of this action. Rupstar just anchored on the corner here. Here comes the lean. Watching the door. Seeing if anybody wants to kind of make a push on this one. If they do, we'll be able to annihilate them. Tommy gun does some damage. Only 45 ammo, but it'll still do the work. Takes the angle. Will knock one at least. He's going to wait for the push. There's a guy down. Takes two as well. Doing some great work so far. Wouldn't surprise me if he went down to help out his teammate and also pick up that kill as well. The enemy's going to try and crawl out. You're not going anywhere, my friend. Come back here. Close both doors. And Orbin will get his teammate up. It depends where they're going to push, though. They're actually getting knocked from the opposing side. AKM comes down. Kimbo's going to fall. And the Lyson, well, he's just winging a prayer. Shotgun in hand. How he's alive, I'll never know.
Yeah, just gets in and out the back door. Support comes in, and they didn't lose a single man in the end there. Rups are doing some serious work with that Thompson.
Great work from them. You mentioned earlier on that we do have a crate in play. Take a quick cheeky peek at what this is going to be. Straight off the bat. Oh, it's been looted by somebody. There's only a vertical grip in there. So who?
Chocobo, I think.
Which one of you two bad boys has looted this? What have you got out of it?
Yeffers. Well, Yeffers has got a Car 98, so it's potentially just that, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Across the board then. Let's take a look at the bigger circle. Let's discuss this circle then, where people are going to be coming through. Because we're in the loot phase and it's all going to be a little bit quiet. So, over in Georgia Paul, we do have, that's going to be White Temp Fit, sitting happy as they did previous. They'll be arriving, more than likely coming in from the Roshock area, if not maybe around school, just dropping above Atlantis or the Watertown, whatever you want to call it. We have a team down in Prim. We have a team down in Ferryport. Nova are actually down in Prim, so they're going to be wanting to kind of keep a hold on some stuff. I'm hearing some more bullets cracking off. More than likely going to be looking for that final guy. We have one team that is taking full control of both apartments and schools, so a lot of loot once again. Really good distribution like there was last time. We've also got another team down at the bottom there, which is going to be in Millie Base. And I've just realised as well, it's actually going to be Rogue who are now coming under fire.
Yeah, my game just crashed on me.
Okay.
I mean, that's not bad. It's the first time in 15 hours we've been doing this.
No, I'll carry on talking and just kind of guiding people through then. And more than likely I'll still be on the mic, so I'll do my best to tell you if bad things happen. We have actually just seen some members of Rogue get pushed aggressively. They're having to move out of Milter. That was the team that picked up the crate and the team that landed Milter very early game. Fortunately, two members of Rogue are actually just driving into another compound. It's going to be a 2-on-4 ambush if they're not too careful. They're pulling up and all of a sudden they've just seen the players and they're actually reversing backwards down a hill right now. Quite funny. Team over in Lipovka. And you know what? In fact, I tell you what, you guys can't see this, but Rogue have set up on the hillside and waiting for the guys at Mansion to drive by them. And they're taking all kinds of pop shots. Between them, they do have an AKM and a UMP. What Geek and his team, they're moving down into Milter and not actually realizing that Milter's fully looted. They're going past Chronix as well. While all this is going down, Milter's just become a little bit of a... Milter Power, in fact, has become a bit of a danger zone. One team just arrives at Chronix. Chronix with the spray down. Takes one, scalp, takes two. There's a third person in there. I wish you guys could see this because he's pretty much just smashed a team to bits single-handedly. Wow. He's looking for the last guy. He's hunting him down. There is one player on him. with about 5 HP. 3 versus 1. Will he get this kill, though? That's the big question. He's in the same building as him. You guys can't say this. He's actually in the same building.
All right, I'm back in. Where are we looking? Where am I looking?
Look towards Milter. Look towards Milter. Chronix has just taken out 2. Wargeek's gone down. So he knows the third's there as well. That'll be pretty much a 3 versus 1. As he steps out here, it'll be big if he can get that kill, but he's actually forced back. It's Fubs on the offensive. Wargeek begging for some help. If Fubs goes down, this is going to be absolutely ripped for that team. And there it is. Chronix, entire squad wipe. 4 versus 1. Seals the deal. Amazing work there for Rogue.
Well, we saw they were absolutely wrecking people in that last round. So they're clearly on it right now. Aladdin's going to get his loot to see if he picks up anything nice there. So remember, they took the drop. All they could do is take a vehicle because they were kind of like split on what they wanted and ended up taking the vehicle all the way down to Milter Power. And it has absolutely paid off for them. So let's have a look. We can see that White Temp Fate now making their way out of Georgipol. So they're on the way through. They're going to head towards... I think they're going to go blast straight through Rozhok. There is a squad in school. It would be risky to do that. I think they're actually maybe going to go swing by north of Yasnaya Bridge.
Yeah, I wouldn't... I kind of mentioned it earlier on about them swinging through Roz,
yeah.
But again, it's not really something that a team like White Temp Fate will do. That they're not that stupid. They know there's going to be people in there, and again, if you're going through Roz, you're just going to be running a gauntlet. There could be plenty of people in there. The same thing kind of happened in the previous round. If you remember, Lee, the guys that looted out over the apartments, then went into the school. Once the car drove through school area, because they were so heavily geared, they just mullered the people that came down. So they're going to take the high road. Provided no one else is there, they may come in around Yasnaya.
Nova are making their way through. Locknarb is a long way back, but he's just got himself another vehicle. So they're all going to find themselves... I guess it's going to be a case of getting the complexes in the center again, isn't it? I can see there is one squad already there. Nova are probably going to check that out. Obviously, Rogue have the prison set out, and they've had Milter Power, so they should be pretty well set for loot. They have themselves a good area as well. I mean, prison is fairly central. I don't know whether anyone's gone through shelter yet, though.
Really quickly, Lee, make sure you keep your eyes on the right-hand bridge. Unless this team decides to try and look for a boat, which I think they may have just ditched the vehicle. Yes, so they're going to ditch the vehicle and go for the boat. Because there is a squad that's just camping on the end of the bridge, just outside Milter Town.
Jail Day taking shots. Nova.
The other issue is, where's this team that's in the boat going to land? Because there is a squad actually on the beach. To the beach head, just to the left of Milter. I like what he's doing. His teammates have actually gone through Nova, and he's going to meet them at Nova. So they're all going to move together. They're going to meet up there. The circle crunch comes in, and it's looking almost identical to previous, but it's going to be Nova, who take a lot of bullets. That car is all kinds of damaged. J all day, moving forward. 50% health, but still, level 2, level 2. He's got a scar in his back pocket and a pan. You'd expect with a level 2 bag, he's going to have meds in there, so he can get his health back to 100% when they find a location they want to be in. Nova are moving together now, which is good. Yet the team in Yasnaya will be finishing up their loot rounds. And then
they're moving into Rogue.
Yeah, this is the problem. They're moving into Rogue, and unfortunately for them as well, Lee, White Temp Fate could be arriving on the scene.
Chronix has got himself out already. Let's have a look at Chronix. Spotted its Swisher already hit pretty hard there, but Chronix is on his own. Nerf me please just went in that doorway. So Chronix has full coverage, but he's on his own with Nova all around him. Aladdin just going around the back, so he's going to come in and try and support him.
Swisher taking a stance in the building, looking outside level 2. He can look down.
Aladdin's just gone by. I think he's just trying to draw the fire or what? I don't know. They know the Chronix is still here, surely. Oh, he's just picked the US and he's off. Honking the horn. The pure audacity.
See you later. I mean, this is the kind of situation where you won't even bother going for the kill. You just try and take out the tires. As one of their team actually does.
They just lost their UAZ down the hill. They just rolled down the hill.
It has, unfortunately. It's just rolled off without them.
It's Saltex, I think. Yeah, Saltex just lost it and rolled down the hill.
Bye-bye, Mr. Uaz. Bye-bye. He actually just tagged him.
So where was White Temp Fate? Oh yeah, I see White Temp Fate right behind them. They're actually coming into the building.
This is the pincer, but it's going to be Nova that definitely, for me, has the better altitude here.
Is just coming in.
You can look outside those portholes and just ping, but it all comes down to how Hypok does. He's got a belting shot on him, and he's also got an ACOG, so if he actually finds some faces, now all of a sudden, he's just managed to get a read on where we're actually seeing Rogue set up. So Nova, Rogue, and White Temp Fate, our top 3 teams, they're all grouped up here. One of them is going to be going out early game, in my opinion, unless they all bail on each other. It's going to get real spicy real quickly.
Yeah, Nova, they're kind of like in a ditch as well. So both White Temp Fate and Rogue have the high ground behind them. Ooh, I think J All Day just landed a nice shot there. Let's spin up to Rogue, because I just saw a big knock there. Oh, Swisher just got knocked again. So, Boha, so what's he got? He's got a Car 98, yeah.
On the bigger scale of things, Lee, like, one of these 3 teams dropping now so early on will definitely do them a lot of damage in the table.
Oh,
you know?
Boha just took a shot straight on Saltec as well. That Car 98 is doing work now.
Is that the second one in a row now? He's knocked face for face?
Yeah, so he's took one from Nova and one from Rogue. So now that he's landed the shots, he knows exactly what squads are there.
I'm just going to stick on his POV then. Come on, give me a third one. You found 2 faces in a row. Find a third. I think we just sit with these individual players and just watch this pan out. Honestly, I think we can just sit back and just watch this one take effect, because this is a very intriguing battle that will do a lot of damage to the league table, you know?
And keep them on the mini-map. There is actually a battle down at the farm, so I'm just going to quickly spin down to see what's going on down here. Shooting bodies. Literally, trolls lining up on shooting bodies with that VSS, but not really landing anything there. Fignaldo just got a knock as well. So that is the other squad that did fairly well in the last game. That's obviously in the same area with the SKS, so he's managed to down one, but a lot of smoke down and more of a ranged battle. Riker just needs to get away from this tree, I think, and he'll be fine. He's got a decent ridge behind him. So
I'm still just...
Yeah, let's just keep your eye on this, yeah, because you can still see the shots going by. A 17 pushed up now, he's still in the same location.
I'm sticking on Boaka's POV. I want to see another cheeky headshot with that Car 98. Level 1 helmet, level 2 chest. So if he gets hit in the face, it's not the best scenario. He will drop back 30% damage, 40% from the chest. 4 times again on this Car 98. Do we have any other attachment? I'm just going to try and get...
Fairly brash, isn't he? He's just standing on top of that rock. It's just like, yeah, I know I've downed you both.
I don't believe he's got a cheek pad or any car loops on there. Does he actually have... No, he does no further attachments for it, so it's just quite simply an ACOG. His teammate behind him, you can just keep hearing tap, tap, tap. That's another ACOG as well. Extended mag and a silencer on the M16. The M16 is a wonderful weapon. If you can control the spray and you can spam the button when it's on burst, it does disgusting amounts of damage. 17's pushing up front as well. Now,
Ashek has gone completely flanking. Look at him.
Oh.
He's working his way slowly around. So it may actually be a case of they're just keeping the fire going, keeping the attention to draw away from Ashek.
Didn't realise this is what he's doing. This is really smart.
Now, is he just stuck and crashed? Because he's just walking directly left. Okay, he stopped walking. Has he disconnected?
Maybe he's just waiting for his teammates to come and pick him up. Who knows?
Oh, I think he's disconnected.
Yeah, I think that's going to be unlucky because his teammates are now leaving him, unless they're actually just going to
Rogue's off.
And stay here to
Walker's come back.
bend him while he reconnects. Look at that, straight out. Talk about aggression. Dive out of the car. And all this is happening because of the circle movement. Now it's straight over
Nova plowing past.
They've set up shop. Nova are just going to bail down on the ridge line. They'll ditch the cars. And
they're going to run. They're going to run for the ridge line. Are they going to get safe though? That's the question. 17's already set up.
Ashek's back. They've also left him a Dacia if he wants to get in there and kind of meet them later on.
Nova in trouble here. Oh, that's Soltec. Soltec taking shots with the car, and he manages to land the shot on 17. They were trying to peek over to get Nova. Nova again decimated! The grenade from Hypoc lands and gets three of them. Wow.
Holy Nova.
I just wish I was closer.
And Ashek knocks one back as well on the hill.
So he's just...
So 17 goes down, Ashek reconnects, knocks one for himself, grenade comes out of Hypoc, 3 members of Nova are dead. He's going to get the revive here on 17, but that's kind of escalated a lot more quickly than what I expected, and we spoke earlier about the flank. Bawaka's pushing up aggressively.
Man, I wish I was closer. I was a bit of a distance away. I could sort of see them all in the water. Yeah, Kobe nade, a Kobe nade. Borka, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the circle, because we never really had a chance. Everybody else rotating. We've been so transfixed on this battle. And actually, they have kind of been transfixed on themselves. And if you're to look at the positioning, White and Fate have a horrible position. Because they're so fixed on fighting Nova, fighting Rogue, because they know this is obviously, if they can take one of these down, the chances of finishing a top seed is pretty high. But there's not a lot of cover behind them in that position they're in.
I mean, they can use the car to their advantage because of where they put it in the corner, and you can.
Or you can just run like Ashek.
Yeah, I like what they've done. If you look, that's what they're doing. They're just bobbing and weaving between the crates. Ashek's going to go in the old shack that can now be run over. Yeah, now it's time to move the. Oh, he just run over his teammate by accident. Come on, get your health back, 17.
Tfue and Chronix pushing up on Borka. It's a 2v1. The molly doesn't get through. Borka just inside the building. He's going to get one behind. And Tfue Chronix will get the decent flank. And that will be Borka down for White Temp Fate.
Yes, and we're now seeing it. Mini mill to power. One player will fall. That's going to be Truls. 1, 2, 3 members are just laying down upon him. And we're going to see the push come in. If we look over at the woodworks as well, just below the wood factory and all the desolated forest, we have 2 care packages side by side. If anybody wants to try and have a crack at them, I'm intrigued to see what's in there, because that's 2 easy weapon grabs if someone can take control of the yellows.
That's South Mill to power area. There's 4 squads in that area right now. Shots onto Trulis. Painkiller. Everyone rattling the shots off. Let's have a peek at Painkiller. He's
so we have
safe.
Really quickly an MK14 and a military vest level 3. And an MK14 and a military vest level 3. Both boxes have the same weapons in them and same chests.
Somebody team taking shots
over there.
This is the like you say, the forest area.
Oh, someone's driving by.
Are they going to try and blast through? Rheumatoid's kind of stuck. Yeah, double crate next to each other. Oh yeah, okay. So White Temp Fate taking shots at Hootie Hoo. That Jeep is kind of like, oh, they're going to abandon the Dacia right next to the rocks, but there's a squad right above them. It's Hootie Hoo. And doesn't look like they're not going to push. Yeah, I think they just got pushed away by White Temp Fate, ironically. That's just bought them time. Now, White Temp Fate have another team below them on the rocks. Are they going to push out there? Where is Ashek?
There's still a team
Ashek's
camping.
down. Where did Ashek die?
He was taking out, I believe. Did he actually go down?
Yeah, no, he's dead. He's definitely dead. So he went looking for the
that
UAZ.
one.
Is that his UAZ blazing out in front of him? Yeah,
There's
there is.
still a
There's a
team
body.
camping
There's a
up in
body right
Lipovka.
there.
This Lipovka team needs to move soon. I'm questioning really why they're here with 40 seconds remaining, because I'm not seeing a vehicle. Well, why are you boys sat there? There's no one else here. Do they have a UAZ? Yes, they actually have a UAZ behind them, but...
Oh, they do, yeah.
I mean... Come on, make a decision.
Yeah,
Get stuck in.
There's no reason to sit here anymore. This is Donny Debonair and Vander and co, by the way. These guys finished relatively, I think, top 5 in the last game. They were the ones that stormed the building, remember? The man that had the M24 no-scope against them. Okay, so they're going for the UAZ. They're going to get out of there. Rogue are still in a pretty good position. Nova actually still alive. Locknar just keeping himself alive.
Though.
Yeah,
Paladin's forced to move.
from Milter Power. Yeah, okay. This has actually put them... They're going to use that Jeep as a backup, the UAZ. They still have a pretty good ridgeline with the rocks, though. So I think they're okay. Look at Locknarb, though. Locknarb down, just keeping himself alive, and that's just going to get Nova higher and higher in the rankings.
Oh dear, oh this is rough. That team that came down from above have just landed inside the water, but didn't realise there was one player there. One will get knocked, so it's a good trade-off. And Caleb's like, nope, I'm not having any of this. Mobius does have a grenade. He's going to throw it. Will it find its target, though? He's actually getting dinked from above as well, so that's something they need to be aware of. Look at how weak they are. My God.
Is Caleb going to get on the rock? Is he going to risk it? Is he going to go for it? Vander's the only guy that's up there at the moment. He's trying to get on the rock, isn't he? Now he's up. Got him in 14, switches to the AKM.
And at the moment, it's just the laser shows. We're looking above at the map. Everything's going down. People are spinning around left, right, and center. I'm just seeing bodies hitting the floor.
Caleb
skull
doesn't
and
see them.
crossbones.
They're right in front of him. Oh my God, Caleb. Oh dear. I think he thought they were further away, but he gets taken down. As you say, skull and crossbones everywhere right now. There's a couple of crates. Well, they've drawn a lot of attention, haven't they? There's a couple of guys around there. Crow taking shots. There's another squad deciding to rotate left, and they're actually going to rotate straight into another team. So they've obviously looked at the south, gone, there's a lot of shots down there. Riker comes blasting past. He gets himself in trouble. He's actually going to jump down the rocks, but unfortunately he's jumping straight down the rocks, straight into the line of fire of Rogue, and they see him going down into the water. So at the moment, Rogue have this cliffside pretty much on lockdown.
I mean, we have to give credit where credit's due, Lee. Taking control of these crates was the play, was the better idea. They've just moved the vehicles into the position so they can kind of rotate between them. You can go inside the crates if you need to, just to at least one of them's open, so you can try and get some sort of cover. And look at 17's position. That's an IQ 200 angle right there. He has a flash hider, a Kar 98 on there. Do we have any attachments on the back of it? No, we do not. So no bullets and no cheek pad. But we've got an ACOG, and he's hard scoping, and he's looking directly at Tfue and Chronix. They have the circle. They are dead center. People need to come to them, and they know this. And here comes the push, coming straight down from the hill.
God, look at the hill.
Rogue. Yeah, I mean, this was always bound to happen. This is where the teams are going to meet up as they try and rotate around and come in from the long side. And at the moment, it's just the walking wounded, bodies falling all over the place. We can see dead people just crawling and begging for dear life. 1, 2, 3, 4 dead. They hit the floor, and all of a sudden there were 2 teams, and now we are left to 1. 3 men left standing. Jord will need to move quickly as the blue is tanking him up pretty bad. 17's also taking a bullet himself.
Riker's trying to toss a nade up onto Soltec. Is that going to reach? No, it went just over the back of them. So Riker just getting a cheeky peek over there. I don't think they're going to stand for that too much longer. Tfue and Chronix have moved up. They've moved the USA up. They've got themselves another position. They've gone a little deeper on the ridgeline. Riker wants a game with another nade. A nade goes down on him. Hippox actually just got one. Let's have a look. Where's that? That's the squad that just came down the hillside. So Hippox doing work once again. White and Fate, they've just been in this position and just taking names right now.
Yeah, but he has just been hit really, really hard. Look at Hypok.
How much first aid have they got? He's got 5 kills though so far.
What kind of armor they're looking? Level 2. We have on the back of him, that's going to be an M16 with a 4x silenced as well. We have Scar as well with a compensator, should people want to get up close and personal. Scar with a comp also on the back of 17, so the only problem is for him in there, Lee, if a grenade comes flying in. If it does, they're just going to get absolutely bolted. Chronix, though, he hits the floor. Very cheeky shot coming from down low from the swimmers.
Oh, Tfue's just, they've just spotted the squad down low. Let's draw their attention and immediately spin around. Tfue taking shots down. Chronix is going to take shots as well. Chronix has to get up. He's pretty close to bleeding out, but I think somebody's on him. Yep, he's back up. Smoke being used there. And suddenly the circle is getting smaller and smaller, and Rogue have to move, and they have to move into White Temp Fate, and 17 is ready.
Oh,
his attention's just got drawn. No! Oh! 17 takes some big hits there. Hiphop does take down Gambit, though, so he got the knock there in the end. That could be another one for Hiphop. He's got to keep his eye on Paceless and Radio behind. 17 gets himself up. Now this, while this has all been going on, has bought a time for Rogue to move up. They were completely pinned. 17 had them completely pinned, but they've moved up. They're very much in the open.
Oh,
if 17 turns around, he's just going to get free shots.
Hypog keeps getting pinned from the guy behind him. There's actually someone rushing them. He's coming in hard with an AKM. Crow just comes out of nowhere. He's going to get the first aid off. 17 and Hypok. They need to be aware here. They're going to push out because they know if they're inside that container, they are quite literally contained. Boom, boom, boom. See you later, my friend. You want to challenge this one? Feel free to do so. The scar's there. It does the work. Hypok claims another scalp. Pal stills will fall from Hypok straight across from the way.
Nades coming out from Rogue.
Yeah. Aladdin takes him at distance, so Aladdin and Rogue have actually done them a favour.
Look at the nades from Rogue, all onto White Temper Fate. It is raining nades.
Oh, staying alive though. How I'll never know.
Gets healed up again. Now Radio's the only man they need to worry about behind them. Other than that, they have basically free cover then. They just have to deal with Radio over there, who's still landing the shots. You can see he's just rattling them off onto Hypok again there. 17, I'm going to go for his view because he's looking towards Rogue, who are silhouetting across the rocks. Oh, but he's been down! Soltec!
Got him! Soltec comes in with the headshot, plants in between the eyes. Kar 98 does its work, 762. He's going to throw a smoke grenade right at his teammate's feet and says, don't worry, buddy, I've got you. His helmet's gone, though. That is gone. Is his chest gone as well? Yes, it has. So, unfortunately, 17, he has had some serious damage. Hypok's chest is also gone. I'd more than likely see Hypok giving the level 2 helmet over to 17 if he wants to keep doing these peaks, keep trying to get the snipe. As you mentioned earlier, Lee, it's Radio just back over here, Radio, excuse me, who could be the danger. But he also...
Nova's still in there,
dies, he will give them... No, he's either going to give him a free kill, but he'll give them also a level 2 helmet, level 3 vest. If they want to go and loot his body, but honestly, I don't think there's any point in doing so.
They tried to push up. They tried to push up there. Did you see that? They tried to push up on Rogue. They realized they needed to try and get the high ground. Sniper and Donnie. Donnie's going to try and get a peek around the side. It looks like Mobius is going to get up. Aladdin, Soltec also pinned. We're down to the top 5 now. Nova, he's gone. He's finally gone, but he's managed to make the top 5, and that's really all they were after. Just that little bit of points. See, the rest of his squad, remember, they got wiped by that triple grenade. That single grenade gets the triple. Sniper and Donnie and Moise. They could cause problems for Rogue here, you know. With,
they really could.
And with White Temper Fate, they have kind of like free view on this.
Where's that grenade, though? Look how much damage it does. You heard it. They were tanked in the corner. 3 for 1. Chronix again comes in. Seals the deal. In fact, I tell you what, Hypok steals a final kill off them.
Oh, look at this.
10 points from them.
Look at this. They're actually going to go for the smoke. Are they going to try a flanking smoke maneuver? It looks like it. They know exactly that it's Hypok and 17 in here, and they're lining up the shots. They can't really face them. Are they going to go flank?
It's going to be a battle out in the open.
I don't think they have enough smokes.
It has to be a battle out in the open.
Oh, 17's been knocked.
I think that's going to be it. I think that's pretty much all she wrote. Hypox is probably going to try and take another scalp. The blue comes in. He'll see what he can do. It's time to run. See if he can take one with you. But unfortunately, he can't. And he will fall. But one thing you have to note there, Hypox at the end. Fair enough, the grenade came in from Rogue to take out those players, but he stole the last guy that went down, so he stole another 10 points from the hands of them. But, as mentioned, it's going to be White Temp Fate there. Unfortunately, they will just fall short. Chronix, Tifu, Aladdin, and Soltec. Rogue, GG, they take the first spot. Hypok, Ashek, 17, and Bawaka. White Temp Fate surviving till the very last end. They claim the second spot. Mobius, Donny, Vander, and Sniper in third. Chief first, Kak and Rani in fourth. And then, as we actually saw, I believe it was Locknab who stimmed pretty much through the final blue. He just stayed alive for long enough to scrape 5th place.
Well, I think overall, score-wise, I think White Temp Fate will hold first place because they had a close to 200-point lead, didn't they? Over Nova and Rogue. Rogue, though, I think they've definitely steamed into second place there. with that victory, with the amount of kills they've just picked up. 17 kills for that squad. That's a decent accomplishment. And really, it was the main interesting part of that game was the fact that we had Rogue, Nova, and White Temp Fate, the top 3 teams, all fighting each other for probably about 30 minutes of that game.
Yeah, and we kind of said that it was going to come down to these teams and how this one played out, which would, in fact, at the end, earlier on we said, you know, it'll play a factor on those 3 teams going heads up against one another and how this would affect the league table and the board, so to speak. It was a little bit unfortunate that we saw the kill, I believe it was on Ashek earlier on, when you saw him pushing on, but the man of the hour in that game, 110%, you've got to give it to him. It was Chronix. While you unfortunately disconnected, he picked up a 4-on-1. He just slapped a car as it decided to pull up on him. Uaz whipped out the M4, full spray down came in, knocked 3, had a bit of a help on the last one, wiped the squad, and then the grenade comes in. You saw with another 2. Unfortunate days for Nova. The Cobra grenade came in for a 3-for-1. But when you look at that, how many points is that? That's 17 kills in total. Times that by 10, that's a lot of points in the bag for your team. When you wang that on top of the 300 you've got for coming first in the table, you know, solid job. Absolutely solid job there from Rogue. Well played.
Well, that is it for us tonight. We made it, Rich. We made it. Just, and only at 2:30. We actually did it earlier than we thought. We thought it was going to be a 3 a.m. finish. Easy.
We did.
GG easy.
We can do this all day, mate. It's fine. Carry on again. Throw another one up.
You know what? I'm going to do it all again tomorrow. It will be 12 p.m. Central European summertime actually, it won't be summertime. It'll be Central European time because we're about to switch. Or have we switched already? Maybe it was 3:30. I think the clock's changed.
We're in the future now, Lee.
I think the clock's changed at 3, didn't they? So we actually may have already had the daylight saving time change already. So either way, it will be 12 p.m. That is Central European time. It will be the European round 2 and the finale round 3, which will be a best of 5, and of course that will decide the teams that are going to Oakland for Europe. And then following that, we will move into NA, and we will get the deciding teams for NA as well. Tomorrow, of course, Matrim is going to be joining me as well. Rich is going to be off on a well-deserved break with his family. So Matrim's going to be with me all day long. Looking forward to that one. Thank you very much, Richard, for sticking with me throughout the day for the many internet problems I've had.
Oh no, thank you. It's been a fantastic day. It was good to get a bit, and more importantly, get a read on these American teams. Obviously, we're seeing all the Europeans and stuff, and we can watch them unfold. And now we're seeing in the leagues, and you know, been in contact with Liquid, TSM. You can kind of look to see what they're doing. But with more of these North American teams, I want to see what happens. Obviously, we see the big names. We see Team Envious, for example. We see FlyQuest. We see Rogue. All these kind of names that we know. But it's nice to see these other teams coming through that don't have these organizations behind them. For example, White Temp Fate. We know they're good. We know they've been battering the leaderboards. There's a lot of good things to come out of NA. I want to see how this one progresses. We'll see tomorrow those 4 teams that will be advancing with 4 European teams. Tomorrow's going to be fun, and I wish you the best of luck. I'll be tuning in on the evening for the North American stuff, but overall, fantastic weekend. I think we also have to give a shout out to all the admin team in the back because they have been absolutely working their asses off on all these servers, and of course the team over at Bluehole. You know, Bluehole have been putting all these together and working on this program. Amir, Brenda, Melissa, Sammy, Amanda, I know individual ones, but don't know everybody over there. But again, it's a big team effort. People over at ESL, the admin team, the product team, the people at Bluehole, the esports team, everyone's doing fantastic stuff. PUBG Esports, it's in the community. It's on the way up, man. It's good.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us throughout the day, guys. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central European time.